Hi, doing a quick tutorial today of the Thursday college football slate. I just wanted to remind everyone we have a promo code going at DFS Army, 50% off your first month of any subscription with the promo code NFL25. The first month of NFL season's the best time to try any service, I think, because you just get the most bang for your buck. So with that being said, let's go into the domination station. The first week, we always get some unusual time slots because there's time slots that are never replicated throughout the season. So I'll go into our domination station. The FanDuel lock starts at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, and the DraftKings lock starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. So let's start with FanDuel. So there's two, kind of good games. I like Ohio, even though it's a 17-point total. I think there's still good pieces. And then this is a really good game for fantasy. So these two games aren't covered in the DraftKings slate. I'm not doing a ton of stacking. I usually try to see what we'll get. I don't play with randomness a ton, but you could do 10%. One thing with projections, if you manually bump it up to like 8, then the number of players will drastically decline, which means it's like way easier to manipulate projections and things like that and just sort through all the data and projections that we have. So Darius Taylor is the I'd say the top overall talent, and he's certainly priced like that. I still think you can get there just because some of the pricing's very soft at wide receiver especially. So let's see what we get. So Parker Navarro is he's pretty good. I would probably go Brown and Bailey for cash builds, but then there's some other interesting pieces at different price points for quarterback. I'll probably boost up Bailey, and then I like Smothers a lot too, just because the total's huge. The tight end Jolly's really good. So, and then where's my guy Marshall for? I like Marshall a lot, and then Byron Brown is the top owned guy. So let's see what we get. All right, so we have a lot of Bailey and Brown at quarterback. I'm pretty good with percentage. There's some interesting guys if you want to take a shot, like Finn. Raiola, I think, is pretty safe. Sorsby's, I don't know. I don't know if I want to go against Nebraska much, but and then you could even do a game stack with Bailey and Hauser in GPPs and hope it's just that ECU's feisty. Sometimes they're feisty against the larger state schools in the Carolinas. Yeah, so Taylor's a stud. It's not a great price per dollar, but it's just so warped because there's so many cheap receivers. So I think it's definitely a spend up position. There's some interesting guys down the board like Cam Cook and Raymond for cheap. They should be pretty low owned because of all the value at receiver. So I'm fine with a lot of Smothers, Taylor, Sire Gaines. It's a good role, and I like Emmett Johnson a lot. Receiver, this is good. This is what I want to be. These are probably my 3 favorites, and I like Marshall a lot. I might boost up Marshall to get more than 3%. So as far as stacks, I think I want Bailey with, sorry, it's been a long off season. Okay. Quarterback is Bailey, then no less than 1. RB, YR, wide receiver, and tight end. That gets you access to Jolly. What else do I like? Probably Hauser if he's doing well. Then so is one of his receivers. Let's see what we get. So we're getting Bailey with Smothers, which I like. Yeah, these are pretty nice. We're not going crazy with the stacking. You could do Taylor, and so Taylor's gonna need to outscore to get in the high 20s or mid 20s, which he can, but he is super flex viable. And the pricing's so soft, you can make it work with him. And he is going to give you the raw points, and the receivers are so cheap today. So I don't know, it kind of builds itself for me. I don't get why the Minnesota guys are so they took Taylor and made every Minnesota guy expensive. The wide receiver pricing's like flipped. Guys who have no business being priced so high are very, very expensive. Okay, let's look at DraftKings. Again, with the first 2 games of the FanDuel Slate are not on there. As my son joins. Let's see. So let's do 20. I usually just do tournament mode. Same thing. If you make it 8 or 9, then it's way easier to thumb through players. A lot of times with DraftKings is it doesn't give the... If I run this raw, you'll see what it does with Bailey. I'm guessing at first we get very little because the base projections aren't amazing. Yeah, so 40% Bailey, but so we're gonna have to manipulate a lot. I don't know if I want this much Anderson. So sometimes you just have to cap at like 10%. Same with Finley. I don't know if I want that much. I do like, it's hard because we lose some good quarterback play. So I think you could definitely make the case for like a 80-20. super flex split because running back's loaded, but it sucks losing Byron Brown off of this slate. Oh no, we love Bailey. Who else is in? Yeah, I mean, Finn's so cheap on FanDuel that it makes it hard. So quarterback can be kind of weird on this slate. Running back's very nice. I definitely want these top 4 guys. LJ's a stud, even though the implied team total's so low. I still like him. I don't know. Buffalo's feisty. I mean, they could win the MAC this year. I played some Buffalo ATS. Who's popping for wide receiver? Yeah, it's just hard with, like, you get a 3K guy, but the team total's 11. So he'll pop. I like Caldwell a lot. Hunter's interesting here just because he's so much cheaper than the other two. Jolly's expensive, which I don't like. But as you're seeing, the pricing's just way sharper. So we might have to lower this down to like 6. But let's see what we get. Same thing I'll do with Bailey. I want no less than 1 running back or receiver. Probably same with Fancher. If I'm getting Fancher, then I want somebody. Let's see. Raiola, same thing. I like Emmett Johnson a lot. So let's see what we get here. Just the pricing sharper, which I think is good. It's not fun when it's too easy to build. So you see I had to force Anderson down, and I think focus. So you can see we're getting some running back and super flex, which I like. Because, I don't know, the quarterback's just underwhelming. This is a pretty safe build, I think. I don't know. I think I would rule out. Sometimes you have to see what's in front of you before making rules. Like, you don't. I would probably limit to 1 Miami player. Let's see. I don't know. I mean, just the implied team total's so low. It's like, how many guys are going to eat there? So then if you run it again, that should fix. But yeah, I mean, UCF, I haven't talked about Montgomery, the running back. They were really good at last year with RJ Harvey. I know it's a new regime with Scott Frost, but we're not crazy about Cam Fancher. The implied team total is huge, so who's going to do well and score for us? Yeah, it's a really, really strong running back slate. Dylan Jones, I'm going to boost up. I like him a lot more. So these 5 is really strong, and if you're playing like a 20 max, then to rotate them through. Let's see what we get. Yeah, I think we're in good shape. I mean, I may do like a 70% max or something on the running backs, just because it can be to get the guys in. But I'm liking where we're at for DraftKings.